You do not know the amount of potential in yourself that you are letting die because you are not disciplined enough to actually get God gave you your vision. My sister, it wasn't a conference call, it was just you yourself and God.
The God, they won't let me be. All these folks just do what I mean. Then they want me cock on me.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here and this is your first time seeing this beautiful mamacita, beautiful Vanessa and Anegbode, I hope you like this video enough to give it a huge thumbs up and you're able to hit that red subscribe button right in front of your screen. You're able to share this video to your family and friends, and you're able to come join the Vanegbode's family. Come join the family here, because over here we talk things that are going to develop us. We talk things that are going to make us better versions of ourselves. That's our motto over here. And if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much. I appreciate you. You know the vibes. You know what we are here for, because all we do here is to grow and become better women and better versions of ourselves, and that's on period. Anyways, today's video is one that I have been longing to do. I haven't done it in a while on my channel, and I decided, you know what, this new year all I want to do is to level up, and I want to involve my sisters. I want to involve my family because it's important. No gatekeeping over here. We are all going to become better versions of ourselves, and that's why today's video I'll be discussing ways that you can level up in your 20s, because your 20s are very delicate years of your life and you don't want to mess it up. You want your 20s to be years that you're able to sow seeds that you can reap in the future, sow seeds that are going to make you be a successful person in life. And if you know you would love to see this kind of video, please keep on watching. Leveling up is you realizing some of your shortcomings and wanting to actually work on them, because you know within yourself that these shortcomings are things that are actually going to derail you from reaching the highest points of success or reaching the highest points of individuality that you want to attain as an individual. Because as humans, we are constantly changing and we are constantly desiring more for ourselves, and because we're constantly desiring more for ourselves, we always want to change things and always want to do things that are going to better us and better our families and, you know, the society in general. And that's what I define as leveling up. It's just you wanting better for yourself. It's just you deciding and be like, you know what, it's time for me to change the stage of my life and become a better version of myself. And that's why, you know, we're going to be discussing some of the things that I have realized as an individual growing up, you know, in this past year, and even till now I'm still learning some of the ways that I can become a better version of myself, and also leveling up in my 20s. And that's why the first tip that I'm going to be discussing about is discipline. Discipline is one of the most important tips that you need to level up in your 20s. I was literally discussing this with a friend of mine, and we were talking about, you know, how there's a difference between discipline and motivation. And I went on my Instagram. By the way, if you're not following me on my Instagram, please do follow me on all my social media platform. I was discussing this on my Instagram stories about the difference between discipline and motivation. I also need to do a whole series about discipline and motivation also on my channel. But pretty much, you know, sometimes we always like, you know, I don't feel motivated to do certain things, and then we don't want to do them. But if you're disciplined enough, that's when it's like, I may not feel motivated to do this work, but I know that this work has to be done. I know that this work must be done. Therefore, I must get my ass up and get the work done, because that's how much I want to change my life. That's why discipline is so important in leveling up in your 20s. I was saying this on my Instagram, and I said, you have no idea the amount of potential that you are letting die in yourself because you are not disciplined enough to actually get the work done. As people in our 20s, we are always like, you know what, I don't feel motivated, therefore I'm not going to do it. And whenever I feel motivated, whenever the motivation comes, that's when I'm going to do it. But what if the motivation never comes? What if it actually never comes? Does that mean the work is not going to get done? Absolutely not, because you have to get the work done, and discipline is one of the greatest assets that you need as a woman growing up in your 20s. You want to be able to be disciplined enough to keep your money. You want to be able to be disciplined enough to get the life that you want for yourself, because we're always talking about the aesthetics of that girl, blah blah blah, and ideally the aesthetic of that girl rolling over social media is a girl that is able to discipline herself to get things that she wants for herself. And that's so important. If you want to level up in your 20s, you want to be able to tell yourself that if I'm going to do this at a particular time, I am going to do this. And this is also for an advice for myself, because I'm going back to school, and I was talking to a friend and I was telling him how, this is, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to do this. And all he said is you have to be able to discipline yourself and make sure that you are able to prioritize your time and distribute your time with these certain things, and know what you can do at a particular time, just so that you can achieve each and everything that you want to do for yourself, because none of them will be achievable if you're not disciplined enough to achieve any of them. And the second tip will be romanticizing your life. I cannot stress this enough. It is so important that as a woman in your 20s, you are able to spend time with yourself, enjoy your company, and be satisfied with being yourself as an individual. Like, it is such a great thing to just think about your day and you just like, today is the day I'm going to just enjoy me. I'm going to go on a solo date with myself. I'm going to appreciate myself. I'm going to love on myself. I'm going to give myself the love language that I desire. The love language, the best way that I feel loved is what I'm going to treat myself with. If your love language is affirmation, you're going to tell yourself beautiful things in the mirror. You're going to let yourself know that regardless of whatever the social media idea is, I am that girl. If your love language is gifts, buy yourself luxury items, buy yourself things, go to Starbucks, get a coffee, get a drink, get your favorite drink, do self-care. If your love language is act of service, do something nice for yourself. Get yourself, change your wardrobe, change something, do something that is going to make you feel loved and appreciated. Those are one of the ways that you want to feel loved and appreciated. Therefore, do that for yourself. That is such a huge important tip that you need to level up in your 20s, because leveling up is just you changing your life. It's you making sure that the things around you is are changed, or the things that are around you are upgraded. You just want to upgrade your life, and that is such a beautiful thing, such a beautiful experience. And the third tip will be you creating a plan that works for you. And the reason why I stress the fact that it has to work for you is because you yourself, you are one person. You are a different individual, even if you are a twin or you are a triplet. You are your own person, and you want to create a plan that works for your life, a plan that works for your personality. You don't want to just have this idea that, okay, these people, I feel like these people have my personality because they are, like me, blah, blah, blah. Therefore, I'm going to want to adapt their plan. No, you have to know yourself, know who you are as a person. That's why I say you have to spend time with yourself, because if you're able to spend time with yourself and know yourself as an individual, you are able to create and have a different idea of what you want in life for yourself. Nobody has it all figured out, and I said that in my very first video for the year. Absolutely nobody has it all figured out. We are still trying to test waters. We are still trying to have an idea of what we want. We are pushing it through one step at a time. That's why even if you don't have any idea of what you want, still try something, still create an idea, still create an outline for yourself that is going to work for you. Visualize the woman that you want to become. Visualize the woman that you see yourself becoming, and try to create a plan that within yourself is a plan that is going to take you to becoming that woman or becoming that person. Like, for instance, myself, I see myself becoming a medical surgeon, and I see myself doing so many things, and so in order for me to get to that goal of mine, I have to create plan and create things that are going to make me, or things that are going to put me in the position to becoming that woman, because I want to be able to attain that level of success of the woman that I see myself becoming. Those are the things that you need to do. However, while making plans, you need to also realize that things can change. So always make room for life changes, because life is something that can literally throw at you anything. So you want to be able to make room for changes that can occur within your plan, because you don't want to over plan, and then when certain things happen within your life, you feel very derailed, you feel very less motivated, you don't feel like getting the work done because you feel like life changes has occurred, which is absolutely normal and absolutely natural. So you don't want to over plan, and then that distorts your peace and distorts your ability to move forward in life. And the fourth tip would be you learning a skill that is going to take you out of your comfort zone. Now, the reason why I stress taking you out of your comfort zone is because as women and as individuals in our 20s, sometimes we find ourselves extremely comfortable, that we just feel very relaxed and don't want to do things that are going to make us, things that are going to make us uncomfortable. We feel very relaxed and we're just like, it'll be all right. So I'm just going to chill and dally, y'all. But no, you have to constantly try things. You have to constantly do things out of the extraordinary for you to get the life that you want for yourself. Fear is a freaking killer of joy. Fear is one thing that will make you not want to get out of your comfort zone, because you're always feeling like, what if it doesn't work? But what if it works though? What if everything works for good? What if you are able to get that thing that you've always wanted? What if you are able to do it, but you are not going to know if you just sit in your comfort zone? Absolutely not. You need to push yourself out of that comforts that you are in and take yourself out of it and just do something out of the extraordinary. You want to be able to do things that are going to blow your mind, things that are going to be like, wow, I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I made that decision to get to I'm proud that I made that decision to do this, because that decision that I made is making me enjoy the fruits of my labor. It's making me enjoy something now. Like, I'm proud that I started my YouTube channel, because if I did not start my YouTube channel, I would not be here today talking to you guys. I am proud that I'm proud that I took a 1-year break from school, because if I didn't take a 1-year break from school, which was very uncomfortable for me at that time, but I was able to take myself out of that comfort and I did it, I would not be where I am today. I would not be able to have the experiences that I've had today, but I'm proud of those. Like, if you take yourself out of your comfort zone and learn and do things that are going to make you uncomfortable at that particular time, you're going to realize in the future that that thing that you did was worth it. That thing that you did is the one thing that you needed to do for you to see a change in your life. So I am most definitely going to advise that if there is one thing that you should do in your 20s in order to level up, is for you to do something, learn a skill that is going to take you out of your comfort zone. And do not let fear kill your joy, because that thing is a killer of joy. Fear is something that is just going to make you feel extremely comfortable and extremely weak, and it's going to weaken your mind, weaken your body, weaken your soul, weaken every part of you, and just taking your peace and taking your joy. And you don't want that for yourself in your 20s. So make sure that you're doing things that is going to take you out of your comfort zone, things that are going to make you explore and become better versions of yourself. And the last and final tip, which is the most important one, will be you doing life with God. It is so important that if you're leveling up in your 20s, that you are doing things the way God wants you to do them. Sometimes it can be uncomfortable, because trust me, I've been there, but at the end of the day, in the long run, you're going to appreciate the fact that you did things the way God wanted you to do them. Like, your vision is yours. And I said this in my video. Where God gave you your vision, my sister, It wasn't a conference call. Oh. It was just you yourself and God. There was nobody there. Therefore, absolutely nobody understands your vision just more than you do. That's why it's so important that you walk life with God. Because if you're walking life with God, you're able to have a clearer idea and a clearer picture of what you want to do in life, because God is walking you through each and every phase of your life, and you know for sure that you have somebody to always rely on, because humans are going to always leave you, but God is always going to be there for you no matter the circumstances. No matter the circumstances in your life, you know that God is going to be there. So make sure that as a woman and as individuals in your 20s, and even if you are 30 watching this video, make sure that you're doing life with God, because with God, all things and all your dreams are possible. With God being the finisher and the foundation of anything that you want to do, just know it's gonna get done. Just know that everything will be fine, no matter how hard it is. He's not going to give me struggles that I cannot handle. No, God does not give you struggles more than you can handle. No, He knows each and every one of us faces in life. That's why He's going to give us battles that He knows and He trusts that we can handle them. Though it might seem difficult, but at the end of the day, we are going to be able to handle them. So yes, make sure that you are doing life with God in order for you to level up in your 20s. Anyway guys, I hope you were able to enjoy this video as much as I did, and you're able to learn one or two things from this video on how to level up in your 20s. Know that your 20s is a time for you to explore, it's a time for you to grow, it's a time for you to plant seeds that you know are going to germinate, and you're going to reap those seeds in the future. Make sure that you are always disciplined as a woman in your 20s. You're always crafting out new ideas that is going to make you a better version of yourself. And most importantly, you are walking your life with God. You get me? Okay. Anyways, don't forget to stay blessed. Don't forget to stay beautiful. Don't forget to stay classy. Stay humble. Stay gallant, Do all the things that you need to be doing. All the doing things. Do all of them. And without further ado, I will love you guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to follow me on all my social media and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Bye guys.